Good morning, guys. Sorry, red face. Just came back from working out, which I hope you're doing. All right, so my name is Rachel Feldman. I help health coaches just like you, wellness professionals, to build really amazing sales funnels, signature sales funnels. And I'll tell you why. Because the days of that cookie cutter, traditional, sign up for 250-minute sessions, that died about 3 years ago. Hate to break you the news. It's not that you can't get people to your one-on-one. You can. But to get people to your one-on-one these days, you need to be building trust. And that trust is going to come from our sales funnel. We talked about the sales funnel in our first video. So if you haven't signed up, you have to go to www.rachelswellness.com/events. You can sign up for this live stream. The greatest part about that is you get all of these videos on a Google document, which means that you have them forever. So you don't have to scroll down on this, sheet and all that jazz and waste your time. That's the whole point. No wasting your time. Okay, it's like I said, go back to the sales funnel. Let's think of this. If people need to come into your sales funnel to sign up with your one-on-one, they have to, as I just said, the T factor. They have to trust you. That is where your opt-in freebie. I'm going to repeat this and repeat this and repeat this. But you need to hear this because too many other coaches are teaching you systems that are not, N-O-T, not working. Or they're wasting your time, and your time is limited. Especially for many of you who have 9-to-5 jobs, kids, homeschooling. I hear everything because I talk to coaches every day. So you need that opt-in freebie, or you need those challenges, or you need that program that is that low-cost program that somebody wouldn't say, oh, that's so much. They would say, oh, $17, $27, that's the cost of maybe eating at Whole Foods or getting a manicure and pedicure. Or maybe just a pedicure. That is easy. I'm going to invest. Once they invest, they become a raving fan because you are going to over-deliver. You're going to put them into a private Facebook group, or you're going to send them amazing materials. You're going to send them you're going to give them what? Love. And you are going to build trust. And all of a sudden that person is going to say, wow, this is really great. That is why the people who hired me 7 years ago when I created my business still come back to me today. Because of what? Trust. And because the people who joined challenges 5 years ago when I did a smoothie challenge are still people who comment on my personal page or my Facebook page or sign up for anything I do. Why? Trust. Okay, so now let's get to today's topic. We're going to talk about how to use programs offline and get plugged into your community. This is a big one. And actually, as I taught yesterday at Hippocrates, I teach their students, their health educator students, how to build a business. We pack it into 2 days, two-hour sessions. And there is a lot, and we talked about this a lot. I talked about the online presence and how you want to build that online presence for visibility, but how you really want to nourish and nurture that offline presence as well. And my homework to them, and I say this every time I teach, is I want you to think of 5 people. 5 people, 5 places that you could contact today or as you're leaving school and you graduate and say, I just graduated, or I would like to come and do a workshop, or I would like to do a workshop on how to detox for the beginner, or how to make really easy, yummy recipes for more energy. All of these, tools that you have learned here to collaborate. You can do the same, and what I have done successfully is walked into juice places, walked into little healthy cafes, walked into also places that sold different foods and also supplements. They were just little cool cafes. Also walked into gyms and spas and chiropractor's office and said the same thing. I would like to collaborate with you, I can bring also yoga studios. I did some classes and some workshops there, paid workshops. You can walk in and say, hi, my name is, I would like to see if you were interested in having me host, insert name, of either a program or a workshop or anything, because this would bring to you, insert benefits, and it would help your people who are here, insert benefits. It's really simple. If you are trying to go and collaborate with somebody, you need to be clear on inserting the benefits for them. So what is the program or what is the workshop? Any of the done for you programs that I have, that you see on healthcoachbiz.rachelswellness.com are the very programs or the PowerPoints that I've crafted into either programs or paid workshops. So getting plugged into your community is thinking about 5 to 10 people. Could be the very acupuncturist you see, the massage therapist. It could be the gym that you go to. If the gym that you go to already has somebody doing this, great. Go to about another 5 different gyms. There were so many times that I just called around and said, my name is Rachel Feldman. You can check out my site. This is what I do. I was wondering if you would like me to come in and do this with you. I did it with a bunch of different gyms. I did paid workshops. And again, paid workshops are great because you're coming in, you're talking about a specific subject, you're giving handouts, you're giving great takeaways, and you may be even emailing them a portion of one of your programs. It doesn't have to be the whole program. Or you might make that workshop a whole paid workshop program where you're actually doing a workshop on how to detox for the beginner. And then they actually get the program, more of a do-it-yourself. So when you're using the programs, it's not, I want you to compartmentalize. I want you to think of the programs like building, and we talked about this the other day, building out my work with me, right? To make it more what? Tantalizing and exciting. So you're not just two 15-minute sessions and handouts. Then I want you to think about programs online and offline. They are the same, guys. The sales page you have on your page, which maybe says like easy weight loss, or maybe it's a gut health program. Any program that you have that is online, you can go and do that offline. But what does it take? It takes you having a little oomph and confidence to say, I'm going to go and contact the very people that are either in my life already, such as, like I said, the massage therapist, the gym, maybe the acupuncturist, maybe the chiropractor, or it's going to take what I had to do when I moved from a place, in Philly where I knew everyone to a place where I knew nobody. It's going to take walking in with a business card, maybe even a snippet of your program and saying, can I sit down and talk to you about the benefits of having me do either a workshop or a program. Now with the programs, what that led to is that I was able to take these programs and collaborate with a gym. We did a 30-day challenge, a 60-day challenge, a 90-day challenge. I spoke every other weekend. We had a great, they did the fitness, clearly I'm not certified in fitness. I just talked about changing lifestyle, changing eating habits, stress, all those things that we talk about as health coaches. Then that led me to another opportunity, which was conducting a mom's group, which was so amazing. So we did a kickoff call, we did a wrap up, we were all in a huge Facebook forum, and they had moms just coming in and out of that group. It was really great. Again, they took care of the fitness. I gave handouts. I would even just put in yummy recipes from even Alana's Pantry. Really simple, yummy stuff for really busy moms. But that is how I got plugged into my community. When I started to feel at any time like my online business wasn't nourishing my whole entire business enough, or when there was an imbalance, I immediately went into my local surroundings. And again, that meant going into a juice shop and saying, hey, I wanted to know if we could sit down and talk about me collaborating with you. The same went for when I walked into the yoga place and said, hey, wanted to see if we can collaborate. The same happened when I walked into Flywheel and said, hey, can I do a table here where I'm making yummy protein balls? There are so many opportunities, guys, but it is important to get plugged into your community. Now, the great thing of what the Done For You programs afforded me to do is I had content already there. And I've said this, yes, I'm a broken record saying this, but one blog post on average takes a person about an hour. To do a PowerPoint and a script, that takes about 4 hours. To do handouts and make them look pretty, that takes not only the writing part, but the making it look nice. Some of us have all those skills. Great, God bless. Most of us don't. So what the programs afforded me was to be able to pull, and I see someone right here on this live stream who I know is doing a workshop next week. It allowed me to go into my different programs and pull out different handouts that I thought would be great that I could put on a table if I was doing a kind of workshop, or if I was going and doing a, live workshop where paid or free, it allowed me to have great information as their takeaway, or if I needed a script as I was going through a PowerPoint, it allowed me to print out the PowerPoint, and then I was just going through the PowerPoint but giving them a handout. So the Done For You programs allowed me to just save time and have just a toolbox in my back pocket. But this is your homework for today. Think of 5 to 10 people. As we go into January of 2017, can't believe it, you want to get planned. You want to get planned so that you don't go in thinking, my God, when am I going to be launching, and when and why, and all of these different things. You want to have a plan. You want to have a plan for your dates. So it's not just this launch that you're thinking about if you are launching right now. It's planning ahead for the next one. Because the whole idea about launching, and maybe that tough part in the beginning when you're like, oh my God, there's so many moving pieces, is to be able to go into the next one into a rinse and spin. So you're not constantly recreating, when am I launching? How am I launching this? Oh, you can go in and figure out, okay, so 3rd week of January, I'm going to be launching this. And hey, I'm going to contact 5 to 10 people right now so I can set up events for January. And one Valentine's Day. Maybe set up an event for the 1st week of December if you can get that booked. Why? Because you're building trust and you're building authority, and getting plugged in locally is going to change the game for you. Yes, we all want to be online coaches, but we also have to build our foundation, and the foundation also includes that face-to-face in your community. You have to have those opt-in freebies, but you also have to be working your online community and your offline community. Your online is showing your presence and your visibility so that when somebody Googles you or they check you out, and trust me, they will before they hire you, they have a place to go and view. But you want to nourish, as I said, those relationships that you pretty much already have. You just need to let them know what you have to offer. So with that being said, guys, you know your homework for today. It's a pleasure to be with you, and we will be doing these live streams until November 17th, which is the live kickoff of the Winter Done For You programs. We have a brand new winter detox, which is essential. I can't even stress this enough. When spring comes, and we all know people get a little, angry and moody and irritated. Well, that is the liver coming out, and it's also the emotion of the liver. So when the liver comes out and starts to detoxify, which that is a daily, don't think it just comes and detoxifies in the spring. That is when it deep cleans, but it detoxifies your body daily. So winter is one of the most important detoxes. They're all important. If we don't detox seasonally, we get sick, or we get tired, we have bags under our eyes, we don't have rosy cheeks, we look we're irritated, we have poor sleep. But winter is really important to nourish. It's really important also to nourish those kidneys, the adrenals, and cleanse the bladder, so that you're in preparation for strong kidney vitality once we get into spring, which that spring shift starts about the end of February. It's when the winds pick up, and you'll see that change. The winds pick up, everything gets a little windy, and you'll see that, the body starts intuitively craving more bitter foods for cleansing. But if we don't have what we need in the tank, in the kidneys, we go into springtime a little unprepared. So we have the brand new detox. It's awesome. It also has a great handout on seasonal eating. So it's also educational for your clients, like why. Then we have a brand new whole essential oil program, meaning all of those PowerPoints that you need to be able to do awesome events. It also has handouts that you can even hand out at your event. It also has a raffle package. It also has an essential oil sharing package. We really thought about like what you need as an essential oiler, what you need in your business. And then we have a brand new 6-week sugar repair program. We have a vegetarian and an omnivore. So that means 2 different options for your clients, which is really, really important. Then your client can go back to both, either swap out if they want. So if you are interested in any of those programs and the 20% VIP coupon code, which is only available for 24 hours. I know it's a short time, so do not waste time. If you have questions even now about it, I will be shooting sneak peeks this week. But we will also be going over the sales funnel as well in a different pricing structure. Yes, Meryl, everything we do is always in compliance. We use the compliance between, even though we use the compliance stuff in between Young Living and doTERRA. Even though this could be used for any company, we look at the verbiage and the language for those companies to make sure that everything is compliant, to make sure that it's okay for you to be able to do that presentation on, so that nobody's in trouble and nobody is making claims, and that it is all healthy and cohesive and good for you as well as your client, and educational. So anyway, your homework, get down to your homework. And if you have any questions, guys, tomorrow, just so I can see this, I just want to see. Tomorrow is how to get referral partners and hook up locally for more clients. So stay tuned tomorrow, and I will see you then. Like I said, if you haven't visited my site at rachelswellness.com/events, and also go to the free tools, because we added some extra free tools. I just also added an interview with Anne-Louise Gittleman, all this great stuff. So that's about it. Have an awesome, awesome day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.